Hello, in this video we are going to see the supply curve for the case of perfect competitive market. Okay, let's get started. In previous videos we have seen that if this is the cost curve, then we can calculate the marginal cost equal to the derivative if the units are small enough. So if we want to calculate the marginal cost or derivative in, let's say, in 6 in this point, then what we have to do is to take the tangent in this point, and then we have 36 divided by 6 is 6, so the derivative in this point is 6. If Q is smaller than 6, then the tangent or derivative is higher than 6, and if it is greater, Q is greater than 6, the derivative or marginal cost is bigger than 6. Okay, now we are going to introduce the concept of average cost. So in order to calculate the average cost in 6, when Q is 6, then what we do is to calculate the tangent of this angle, because we have to take the cost of producing 6 units, and then we divide the cost 108 divided by the quantity 6, and then we get 18. So the average cost when we produce 6 units is 18. Notice that the fixed cost is 0, so here we have 0 in order to simplify the explanation. Now if we calculate the average cost in this point, then it is going to be the cost for this quantity of unit, which is 135, and we divide it by the quantity of unit, which is 9. So we divide 135 divided by 9, and then we get this value 15, which is the minimum average cost. Intuitively we can see that this is the minimum, because if you take a Q smaller than 9, then we can see that the angle is bigger. Now if you take, let's say, this point, the angle is going to be also bigger. So this is the point in which this, that is called the radio vector, form here the smallest possible angle. That's why here, when Q is 9, we have the smallest possible average cost. So what we are going to show is that from this point on, I mean above this point, is where we are going to have the supply curve. So the supply curve is going to be part of the marginal cost, but not the whole marginal cost, but from the minimum average cost and above. Okay, let's see that. So if we take the revenue, then if we take the price 10, then if this is the price in the market, then you can see here that the cost is higher than the revenue, and here you can see the intersection between the marginal revenue and the marginal cost goes beyond this average cost. Therefore this firm quit the market, so he doesn't supply any unit. Now if the price in the market is 15, well, this is the minimum price in the market for this firm to be in business. And now if the price is 20, then he start to earn this money that we can see here, or we can see here, and then this point is one point of the supply curve, meaning that if the price is 20, the quantity supplies is going to be this, because this is the one who maximizes the profit. Now if the price is 25, then this is also part of the supply curve, because for the price 25 the quantity provided is this, and so on. If the price is 30, then for the price 30 this is the quantity. Okay, now another interesting thing that we can see is that if the price is 20, let's see it, then this company is getting this profit. This profit is if he managed to sell this quantity of units. So for the price 20, the quantity supply is this value. However, if the cost increase, let's keep the previous figure to see the comparison. Then we increase the cost, let's say to 10. Then we can see, well, before here we have 6. This 6 is this value here, and then we pass it to 10, which is this value here, 10. So if the cost increases, then now instead of getting this profit from here to here, we are going to get this very small profit, okay, that we can see here, or we can see it here, this very small profit. But however, we are getting profit, so the intersection between the marginal revenue and the marginal cost, this point lies above the minimum average cost. So for this price 20, this is going to be the quantity provided. The firm goes on in business. However, if the costs increase, let's say to 14, now 14 is going to be this value. This is this value here. So if the prices increases, we can see that now all the time the costs are above the revenue, and here we can see the intersection between the marginal revenue and marginal cost, which is this point here, right here, lies below the minimal average cost. In other words, the intersection of marginal revenue and marginal cost is not within the supply curve. So in this case, this intersection will not form part of the supply curve, and if that happens, this firm will quit the market and will not supply any unit, because we can see here that the costs are higher than the revenue. Actually, I explained this with fixed cost 0, but what is required to keep in business is that the revenue cannot go below the variable cost. But the important part of this explanation is that when prices increases, then it could happen, like in the last case, that the firms quit the market. And what we are going to see in the next videos is that when firms quit the market, then there will be a shift of the aggregate supply curve toward the left. Here in this microeconomical, point of view, the supply curve are curved, where here the supply curve is going to be linear with this intercept and this slope we are going to see later. But what we are going to see is that when the firm quit the market, this shift toward the left will cause inflation, that is called cost inflation. Okay, that's it. See you in the next video, and thanks for watching.